How's it going, all you beautiful people out there? My name is Aurelius, and welcome back to Occult Crime Police. Let's get back into where we were at. Because we were just talking to Neering, right? Yeah. Profiles. Hot leads. That's right. We still have Lou listed as our suspect, but don't think that's true. What to do next? Discover the truth. Well, yes, of course. Because Neering is not anywhere on the base. Apparently. That's what Carlos said. Yeah. What the heck is going on indeed? I'm not sure yet. I've got one theory. But it's completely ridiculous, even by your standards. I'm sure he's delighted to hear what this could be. And I do have some famously low standards. Not necessarily something to brag about, but sure. Still, it's the only explanation I can think of. I'm just gonna have to test it out. Miss Angela Neering. If that is your real name. I've got a hunch that you aren't who you think she's some sort of imposter. Yes, actually. Good guess. It wasn't a guess. I've seen enough movies to know where the "if that is your real name" bit is leading. I still can't get over your eyes, dude. The glass, this is... I love it. Your face is wonderful. So what? You think I'm some maniac dressed up as myself? Yes. Like I've got the real Angie locked up in a closet somewhere? Yes. Well, it should be easy enough to disprove. Just tell us something only she would know. Nah. Nah? Why should I play along with your stupid theory? It seems the burden of proof is on you. Sorry, Neering, but I gotta side with Officer Warren here. Thanks, Strang. Yeah. This whole fake Angie theory is ridiculous. But it's the kind of ridiculous I can get behind. None of this high-concept sci-fi nonsense. Just some good old-fashioned identity theft. So make with the testimony. Fine. What do you want to know more about? Tell us more about the moment of the killing. Fine. If that will get you off my back. I mean, no guarantees, but we'll see. Witness statement. My testimony. Final one. Last one for real. I have a feeling that's not true. It won't be the last one at all. As you surmised, you were both in the bedroom. We were both in the bedroom when it happened. We were having our little conversation over whether to shut down the house or not. When it seemed like things weren't going to go in my favor, I came up with a plan. I was hoping to trick Darsha into using the contraption himself, but it seems he was already suspicious of me. So I pushed him away from me and then activated the trap door. Okay. So, guess you got two thumbs, an appreciation for Tex-Mex, and no idea what's going on. This guy. What do you want, Carlos? What do you want, Carlos? Well, you yourself discovered that Angela Neering isn't anywhere on this base. But the signal from her video chat is coming from the base. The only way that makes sense is if the person talking to us isn't Angie Neering. Well then, who is she? I think we're about to find out. Interrogation. Off of just a couple. As you surmised, we were both in the bedroom when it happened. We were having our little conversation over whether to shut down the house or not. When it seemed like things weren't going to go in my favor, I came up with a plan. I was hoping to trick Darcy into using the contraption himself, but it seems he was already suspicious of me, so I pushed him away from me and then activated the trapdoor. Both in the bedroom, okay? I want to hear more about this. And you've been awfully ambiguous about which side of that argument you were on. Yes, I suppose I have. Because you don't know. Yes, I'm waiting. Oh gosh. So would you like to clarify that point for me? Not really. Was not a question. Yeah, not. I wasn't gonna say I'm not asking, but technically I am kind of asking. But no, clarify. I'll get it out of her sooner or later. Plan. The plan to make Orin Darsha disappear, as you put it. That's the one. I've been meaning to ask, why bother using the dressing contraption at all? Sorry? I mean, why not use the arms or the security system? The short answer is discretion. Lead me through it. Oh my goodness. How about the really long answer? Dang, you're inferior. It's not inferior. You're just an idiot. That is not that smart. The dressing contraption is closed off from the rest of the house. There was far less chance of someone seeing the murder. Okay? Following you so far? Besides, it is the fastest route from the bedroom to the kitchen where I could dispose of the body. Yeah, that's not a terrible explanation, Warren. I was hoping to trick Darcy into using the contraption himself, but it seems he was already suspicious of me. I suppose shouting out, "Deactivate safety protocols," is enough to make anyone wary. Well, obviously I wasn't saying anything like that. The codes I use to run protocols are far too complex for an upper management drone to comprehend. No, they're not. No, they're not. You're just way too conceited. Although I'm sure it was concerning for him when I started speaking random strings of digits. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Miss Neering seems like a real high intelligence, low wisdom kind of person. High intelligence, just low everything else kind of person. The fact that she was able to kill anybody is a small marvel. So I pushed him away from me and then activated the trapdoor. Why did you push him away from you? Oh, that was to position him underneath the trapdoor. That was to position him underneath the trapdoor. You mean above the trapdoor? So he can fall through the trap? Otherwise, he would have been standing in the wrong place when it opened. Boy, can you imagine if I'd sprung my perfect trap only for him to miss it completely? Talk about awkward. Yes, trying to murder someone is sort of a social faux pas in most circles. And you know, I'm not very socially adept at the best of moments. Or ever. Better to get the clean kill than deal with all that embarrassment, you know? Let's press that. Can you explain where you were both standing? Well, I was sort of near the foot of the bed, while Darsha was, you know, it would probably be quicker just to show you. Show me? Yeah, hang on. There was a camera running in the bedroom at the time. There. That should be simpler for your primitive brain to comprehend. Okay, it's a picture. I thought all of the house's memory banks had been corrupted. Most of the data was corrupted. I could only salvage a single clean frame. Oh, how? Yes, yeah. Sure. Interesting. What's that arm doing there? You forget, we were in the middle of a tour. The arm was out for demonstration purposes. Thanks, Ash. security camera footage, a security photo showing where Angie, Neering, and Oren Darsha were standing at the time of the murder. What's the matter, Sheriff? Afraid you don't have the mental faculty to remember a simple photograph? No, it's called taking evidence. You are so stupid. For all your intelligence, you are incredibly dumb. Yeah. We're having a little conversation over whether to shut down the house. Okay, now let's look for advice. Ask for advice. Wait, so how are we going to prove that Miss Neering isn't Miss Neering? We'll need to think logistically. Could Angie really have done the things she describes doing in this testimony? And if not, then who could? This should help us figure out whether or not she really is who she claims to be. Okay, that did not help at all. What? How are we going to prove Miss Neering isn't Miss Neering? We need to think logistically. Could Angie really have done the things she described doing in this testimony? If not, then who could? The conversation to shut down the house, right? Came with a plan. I was hoping to trick Darcy into using the contraption himself, but it seems he was already suspicious of me. So I pushed him away from me, then activated the trap. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark here and use that photo. Now there's something awfully confusing about your recollection, Angie. Oh yes, I can't wait to hear it. Because if Warren's thinking what I'm thinking, she said she pushed him away, but that would have made the separation further. He would have been further from the trapdoor. You claim that you pushed Oren Darsha away from you and towards the trapdoor, but how could you do that when you were standing on the trapdoor yourself? Think you're smarter than me, huh? Well, how do you know I didn't just have the arm push him? That's not what you said. It's not about being smarter than you. It's about the truth. That's certainly possible, but it doesn't change the fact that you would have fallen into the trapdoor as well. And even if you jumped out of the way at the last second, it still doesn't explain your strange slip of the tongue. You confidently stated that you pushed Oren Darsha towards the trapdoor. Hey, everyone makes mistakes sometimes, even geniuses. Well, you are definitely not a genius. I've been all mixed up ever since that power outage ruined my perfect plan. Yes, you're terribly broken up about it, I can see. Yeah, not buying it. That's right, the power outage. I've been meaning to ask you about that. Sorry, I'd rather not ruminate on past failures. Why don't you ask me about something else? I'll ask you about whatever I want. Sure. Why did you want to shut down the smart house? Boy, come to think of it, I just love to talk about the power outage. Witness statement. Version, 12? Darsha had just been spit out of the dressing contraption into the kitchen. I was about to close off the kitchen and get myself some privacy. Just then, the power went out all over the house. Without power, the garbage disposal couldn't be opened. Makes sense. As I was trying to open it, that social media moron snapped a picture of the body. This is it, Agent Drang, the final interrogation. Now, you have to understand I'm very skeptical of your claim, considering you managed to turn an open and shut case into a day-long affair. Well, excuse me for doing actual police work. Well, better get to it then. And keep in mind, I'm going to hold you to that final interrogation thing. Uh-oh. Duly noted. Alright. Yes. Darsha had just been spit out of the dressing contraption into the kitchen. I was about to close off the kitchen and get myself some privacy. Just then, the power went out all over the house. Without power, the garbage disposal couldn't be opened. As I was trying to open it, that social media moron snapped a picture of the body, and that was that. Alright. Well, that's an unnervingly evocative way of putting it. Come to think of it, why does the dressing contraption lead to the kitchen anyways? Well, what's the usual order of operations when getting ready in the morning? You take a shower, you get dressed and clean clothes, and then you go downstairs for breakfast. TDC just streamlines that process. Though from what I've heard about you, officer, you may be skipping a few of those steps nowadays. Yeah, uncalled for. And unfortunately true. Aw, Warren, don't worry about it. I was about to close off the kitchen and get myself some privacy. Okay. How are you planning to close off the kitchen? You know, lock the doors, close the blinds, make sure no snooping tour groups could see what I was doing. Naturally, Harper controls all of these processes. So once the power went out, I couldn't physically close them myself. Boy, it's almost like making your whole house computer controlled is a bad idea or something, right? Just then the power went out all over the house. That's some pretty unbelievable timing. You're telling me. This plan had a 100% chance of success. Well, up until the point at which it didn't. Do you remember anything else happening around that time? Any strange sights or sounds? You mean stranger than my flawless plan going up in smoke before my very eyes? No, I can't say that I do. You're completely sure about that? How many times do I have to say yes? Is this important information? Could be. Could be. Miss Neering, can you please add this information to your statement? If it'll get you to stop asking, then sure. Just then the power went out all over the house. I don't recall anything else at that strange What? I don't recall anything else. All that strange happening at the time. My goodness. Let's see. A video of Paul's break gone wrong, which shows the power outage occurring. A large flashing was seen and a loud boom can be heard. How strange that you remember nothing else odd besides the power outage. Because, as anyone present for the tour could attest, there were actually 2 incidents at the base today. 2 incidents? Yes. Yes. The first was the murder. The second, at the same time the power went out, was a bombing. At least it sounded like one. In fact, it was merely a prank gone awry. Why wasn't I told about this? Why didn't you know? If you were here, it happened at the house. You shouldn't have needed to be told. It was audible throughout the entire hangar. You're lying. I would have known about something like that. See for yourself. Ugh, I do not want to watch this guy's video. Even though it's just a single frame in text. So I'm supposed to be pretty good at cleaning. Well, let's see how it likes cleaning up glitter. And then, kaboom. Pop. There we go. Pop and boom. And uh-oh. Click, turn it off. That damn kid. All of my hard work, my planning, ruined by this one moron. I have a question for you, Miss Neering. How could you possibly not know about this explosion? I don't have to answer that question. Yes, you do. I'm pretty sure. Well, stop saying that's fine, Warren. Yes, she does. The reason that you didn't hear this explosion, it's because you're not Angela Neering at all. So what, I'm some mysterious third party now? Not at all. We've already met the person impersonating Miss Neering. We have? Behold, the identity of the person speaking to us through this monitor. You want me to... You want me to choose somebody? Can I say no? Can I say no? I don't want to pick somebody. I don't know who this is. No idea. I agree, that's ridiculous. How could you possibly be that person? I don't think you're any of those people. It's pretty obvious once you imagine that, Oh, okay, I see the problem now. Yeah, like, I don't get us presenting anything here. Okay, I need to think this over one more time. Behold, the identity of the person speaking to us through this monitor. I haven't a clue. Not a clue. Like, if it's not Angie, who? Who could it possibly be? It's very frustrating the game is making me choose, because I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Because it didn't give me a whole lot of information. Nothing that in my mind, I don't think it could be possible. Yeah, I don't think it's possible either. Like, she isn't any of those people. Like, somebody we don't know yet. The only thing that lines up with the facts. Who would have been out of commission at the same time as the power outage? Who would have known Angie well enough to impersonate her? Who would have the most to lose if the Smart House project was shut down? The only person who fits all those criteria is you, Harper. You mean the house? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too, Carlos. That was pure guess. Did not believe it for a second. Angela Neering. Is the house? Who else could it be? Huh. Okay, pretty sure we're right then. You must really be desperate if you're accusing me of being an artificial intelligence. Tell me, if I'm some sort of digital fakery, then where is the real Angie? Locked up somewhere. Obviously you've got her locked up somewhere in the house. I don't think so, Chief. I was placed apart looking for her earlier. I searched every nook and cranny. Couldn't find a single trace. The walls, then? Got her stuffed into the walls? Not possible. Every wall in this place is packed with silicon, running the computations that keep this place running. There wouldn't be any space left for the real Angie. Okay. Now I'll ask again, out of the kindness of my heart. Tell me, if I'm some sort of digital fakery, then where is the real Angie? Dead or never existed? I don't think it's that she never existed to begin with, because what about her office? That was her office, right? Like, we went to her office. It's not the office for the house. I don't want this to be true, but she's dead, isn't she? Neering wanted to shut down the Smart House project, but you didn't. Darsha was never the true target. He was just caught up in the crossfire. This is making more sense. An intriguing theory, officer. But there's one thing you seem to have forgotten. Oh, and what's that? That photo, taken by the social media troglodyte. It has me in it. You proved it yourself. But how could I be standing in this photograph if I was already dead? Fair point. She's got me. I can't figure out how to counter that. Came so close only to fall short at the last minute. Maybe everybody was right about me all along. No, not true, Warren. Not true, Warren. It's okay. Wish I could have been the kind of sheriff. Warren! Agent Drang. You better wipe that mopey expression off your face this instant. You've been obsessing over stupid little details all night. Don't you dare stop now. But she's right. She couldn't be standing there if she was dead. Now, obviously, I don't believe in your preposterous theory. But if I did, I'd be asking one simple question right now. Is she really standing in that photograph? I think I see what you're getting at. I'm not sure I do, but okay. Thank you, Agent Drang. Don't mention it. Only did this because I've always wanted to give one of those darkest hour rousing speeches. We finished yet? No, Angie, we are not finished yet. Not even close. We will finish this next time. Thank you so much for watching, all you beautiful people out there, and I will see you later.